back, chat.
We are.
Chat, are we back?
No.
I'm
No.
refreshing right now in
it.
the chat. I don't see it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to refresh.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Oh no, there we are.
There we are. Sorry, guys.
Oh, fuck.
The wheel giveth and the wheel taketh away.
No, it's more like Twitch give it and Twitch freaks out every day.
Oh, no.
Twitch was just like too upset about how much damage I'm about to do to this.
All I see
No,
are ads.
16 times 3. 48?
Is it 20? But is it 16 times 3 plus 10, or is it 26 times 3?
I'll go for 26 because it's funner. So that's 78.
All right.
78 points of damage. It is not a silver weapon.
No.
So it's going
that's
to be half for 39. It takes
Okay,
39 points of damage.
Mine is still
Can I
21.
take out one of its eyes?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to get to the consequences of that in a second.
Oh right, we have to roll on the crit table.
Well,
I remember how to fight in this game.
you're going to take out its eye, I think, regardless of what happens.
And me, because I just slashed at its torso.
Because I think it's dead. No, it's not. Oh boy.
What? It's not.
Nope. So damaged eye. Oh, it's bleeding. It's bleeding. Oh, great.
Yes.
Great.
Dragon. I love being covered in dragon blood.
It's gonna take 4 points of damage every turn.
Woo!
So it's already at 69 damage. But it is still
Nice.
up and about. On its turn, it gets back up and will just try to sweep with the tail at Ariella, but won't be able to do anything more.
Okay.
So, Ariella, do I hit you on a... Well, it's a 20.
Yeah, so...
Try to dodge.
Dodging. Where is my dodge? Ba-ba-da-ba-da. There it is. Oh, no!
Yes, roll another d10.
So, it's, yeah, you do get me.
10
Ow.
plus, yeah, I do a crit, actually.
Oh, no!
A complex crit.
Yeah, but I have 10 extra hit
Interesting.
points. I have 10 extra hit points. So
Yeah, you do, because of Quen.
Yeah. Yeah, because Quen is activated. I'm lucky I did that.
So,
Hey.
you're going to take...
Okay. And I have an armor.
Yeah.
Of like +8.
Do you want to roll a d100? If you roll over a 75, you are good.
Okay. Hey!
Yeah, you're not poisoned.
Woohoo!
Do you have any armor on your... let me just check real quick.
My torso? Yes, I do.
It's on your torso, so... alright. So it's 28 minus your armor.
Yep. So about 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage, and it is a complex crit, so you are going to...
So I get about 30 hit points on me.
Alright, and I have to roll a d... Mind you, I'll just go with broken ribs.
Ow!
You have a -2 to your body and a -1 to your reflex and dex.
No!
So you can write that in the current column of your stats, and it's gonna adjust the sheet accordingly.
So I just put in my stat mod, or just where do I put it?
Yeah, in current?
Okay, so -1 to body.
Yep.
Wait, where do I find it? I can't find anything. So current? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
So current. Well, I can't.
Yeah,
do
the
my
current doesn't change for some reason,
Yeah.
because broken. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. So,
Okay.
just remember that you have a -1 to everything that's reflex and dex,
Okay, 1. Yeah. There we go.
and -2 to body, until you
Right.
are stabilized.
Yep. I'm gonna have to ask Dietrich to help me with that. I'll just remind me to do it later.
Alright, but that was the Wyvern's turn. How about yours?
If you guys don't mind, seeing Ariella being like swept with a tail and like knocked back, lightning gathers around Edric's eyes, and I'm gonna cast Alzur's Thunder.
Ooh.
so let me roll my spellcraft to see if I can hit him. Oh, submit through the crystal staff. 26.
26.
I'm gonna burn 3 luck points just right off the bat to get that up to a
29.
4 to get that up to a 30.
Because I rolled a 28.
Okay, so I still hit.
So it hits with 24 points of damage.
And it has to roll a D100.
Oh yeah.
Or will be set on fire.
75% chance. So if I roll under a 75, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. And I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding on fire.
Yeah.
Fire blood.
And it has to roll a D6.
No, it doesn't have to roll anything because the lightning is just enough to get it to -2.
Yay!
And with a zap and the sound of crackling electricity.
It's weird. I learned the spell from an old guy's library. Like, I didn't choose the way it
It's just-
sounds.
yeah. Cackling electricity. Crackling electricity and the sound of thunder. The creature just spasms and dies.
Ah!
Tahir picks himself up and dusts the snow off. And I think he goes
Ilona.
over.
Runs over.
Go ahead.
Ilona was just gonna run over when he saw you on the ground.
Yeah, he stands up and he's like, is Ariella okay?
Ariella, are you? I can't speak. Are you all right?
Yeah, he just hit me pretty good in the ribs. Ah.
Sorry about that. Maybe I shouldn't have been fooling around.
She's just gonna glare at him profusely.
I can't, Idra kind of trudges through the snow, panting. I can't, heal your ribs just yet, but, he waves a hand and you start healing hit points.
Yay.
You get, magical healing. 5 points of damage per round, for, 10 rounds, so you'll heal back 50 total.
So, I have like 40 hit points max, so thank you.
Yeah. The thing is though, it doesn't cure away the critical wound. That
Yeah.
requires
Ow.
first aid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
We'll have to take. Well, I can take care of it, but I have to rest first because I don't have the stamina to cast magical healing that many times.
Let's go back. Let's head to the school and we'll get stabilized there. Ugh.
Are you okay, Ilona?
Yes, I wasn't the one trying to wrestle Wyvern.
Okay, I agree. It was foolish. I just thought maybe it was hungry, and when it... I don't know. I thought I'd...
Here,
Yes.
grab the potatoes. Let's go. We all do stupid things sometimes.
He picks him up a little grudgingly.
Yeah, they're all over the place. They've been trampled and kicked during the fight. They're cold
Oh.
now.
I'm sorry. I thought there were more in the pan.
Let's
Well,
just.
yeah, to the castle.
And before you can get to the school, you are greeted by a pair of young witchers. 2 young girls, about 14 years of age, come down the mountain with spears in their hands and silver swords strapped on their back. And they get to the 4 of you, and they ask, Are you... Oh, Millie Telly. Come, follow us. And they bring you up to the keep itself, and they explain on the way that we rarely have any travelers, but it's gotten to a point recently where we ourselves almost cannot leave the keep because of all the monsters about. Something's been stirring draconids' nests and alarming griffins around here. We don't know what it is yet. Most of us don't leave the keep anyway, but it's gotten to the point where we're gonna run out of food before the end of the winter.
This is quite troublesome.
Yes, but you need to heal. You need to. We'll bring you inside and we'll have you. We'll have you taken care of. And one of the two girls turns to you and says, "Are you? I've seen you before here. You're Nerissa's sponsor, aren't you?"
Yes, I am.
Well, you've come at a good time. The trials are happening in about 3 days. Once we hit the full moon, so you'll have time to rest before then.
I'm relieved that I made on time to at least be there for her trials.
Mm-hmm. And they bring you in. Ariella, would you care to describe what the keep looks like?
Yay! A thing! Okay, so as you enter this keep, it's kind of like not what anyone would expect. They would expect something extremely run down and disrepair, but everything is in perfect place. Not a stone unturned, and everything is in perfect place, as if it was built just yesterday. You can see young witchers train in training yards, and there's beautiful windows, and see. And one thing that you can definitely notice is that there's like very little men in the keep. It's all women. It is an all very little men and all women. So you can see that some of the older witchers who stay in the keep aren't really in much armor, but more into like robes that you would see maybe people who are more like scholarly would wear. That as they are more the knowledge keepers of the keep. And I think that's all I got for descriptions.
All right. Well, that's plenty enough.
Yeah.
And of course, it is adorned with gargoyles and bas-reliefs of owls,
Yes.
carved onto the walls, etched on the surfaces of tables and chairs and whatnot. Tapestries of with owl figures or patterns are scattered here and there across the keep. And when you come in, an elderly witcher by the name of Joanna comes to greet you. And you would know her, Ariella. Joanna is like a sort of Vesemir-like figure.
Yeah.
Mentor, teacher. And she says, oh my. Well, Ariella, it's been a while. I see you're... we'll bring you to the infirmary. Your friends, in the meantime, can wait for you in the main hall. I'll be with you shortly.
Of course. I apologize. I did not mean to come here in these types of circumstances, but...
Well, you came. That is all that matters. Most of the other younglings are going to undergo the trials without their sponsors. Well, for those that left anyway. Everyone else is here already.
Yes.
And she guides you to the infirmary and says on the way, well, do the rest of the group, do you wait in the main hall or do you want to follow to the infirmary?
I would like to follow to the infirmary.
Yeah, I would want to check in on Ariella,
Alright.
make sure she was safe.
Kahir originally stops to wait in the main hall until he notices everybody else keeps going, and then he catches up with them.
All right. She mentions as you're walking that a few of the witchers, we've lost quite a few of our numbers to prowling beasts in the mountains recently. I'm sure you've noticed, well, and she looks at your torso and she says, well, yeah, you've probably encountered one of them. What was it this time? A griffin? A wyvern?
It was a wyvern.
Yeah. It used to be that we could see them in the skies, but they would not dare land or attack one of our own. But now it's... Well, I'd like to say almost weekly, but it happens a bit more often than that.
From what I've heard from other younglings, they've been stirred as of late, so someone's been stirring their nests. It's just been an occurrence for quite a while.
Yeah, well, ever since we housed our new guest, it seems like monsters or trouble followed her all the way here.
A new guest? Who has come to visit our keep?
A sorceress by the name of Philippa Eilhart. She said she was sent by one Triss Marigold after speaking with you, Ariella.
Oh.
She's been keeping company to a lot of the a lot of the witchers here. And well, I'll let her explain after you've rested and recovered. Once she brings you to the infirmary, she's going to close the door and turn to the rest of the group and say, you might not want to stay for the procedures. But once it's over, you can go in.
If I may, I can take care of the wound. I just need a couple moments of rest. I kind of wiggle my staff.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not going to stop any of you if you wanted to go in and stay by your friend's side. I don't know how used you are to pain and blood and all that.
I kind of scratch the massive scar that almost completely encircles my neck.
Well then, please go in. You can find me in the main hall later. I'll go fetch Lady Eilhart. And in you go. Yep. And it's I'm not even gonna roll for the wound. They have proficient doctors there that can take care of Ariella. And after a few hours, Ariella, you will regain 1 point of reflex, 1 point of dex, 1 point of body. The other point of body is gone forever.
Oh no!
Even if I help with magic?
The wound becomes treated. But even so, let me just check to make sure.
I lose it forever? No. Can I? Oh, that's sad.
No, you could actually try it.
Yeah, I'll help heal it with magic to try and get that thing.
Yeah. You don't need to roll actually. What is your new body stat with the penalty, Ariella?
7.
7. It is going to take 11 days.
Okay.
So yeah.
So it's not gone forever. It's just gonna be
gone for 11 days.
Okay, that's fine. I can deal with it.
All right.
It's all it's not forever.
Sorry. While you're here,
Yep.
the healer looks at the rest of the group and says, "Well, do any of you need my services?"
You here? Are you alright? Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. It was just disheartening. I'm sorry again, Ariella.
It's fine. Jerk.
What did you do?
He wanted to try and tame the wyvern.
In the
He doesn't know. He doesn't have the knowledge of wyverns like we do.
in his defense, he got on its back and avoided the tile. Really, if I hadn't thrown the fire down and scared it, he might have managed to ride it a little longer. It's
Kahir
stupid,
chuckles a bit.
but very impressive, Kahir. Impressively stupid.
I
That's
agree
what I
with
was
your
thinking.
mage friend. Next
What?
time, try to go for the belly. That's where they have much less protection.
Oh,
And also, try not to ride them. They're not horses, they're wyverns, boy.
out of curiosity, ma'am, what is your name?
I have it right here.
Oh wow!
My name is Dora.
Has anyone ever managed to tame a wyvern before?
No! That is both foolish and impossible.
Well, if someone did, it'd be written in history, but I haven't seen that yet.
What about a griffin?
And she looks at Ilona and Ariella and she sighs and says, boys and their griffins.
Sorry, I just thought it would be much faster to fly than to ride.
They are wild animals. They cannot be tamed like horses. They're rapacious beasts and driven by a hunger that nothing can quite satiate. You're better off hunting them down for the bounty on their heads. And their feathers.
Speaking of bounties, and I apologize sincerely for interrupting, but would there have happened to have been a bounty on that wyvern's head?
You would have to speak with our quartermaster and chief of stocks. She's the one that handles anything resource-wise that we require. And I think she's in dire need of resources.
Can you eat wyvern meat?
I mean,
I don't think we
technically
even
you
had
can
to-
eat anything, right?
I don't think we even had time to search the wyvern because we just had to get here immediately. So
Says
No,
the guy
I-
that ate the.
I wasn't being smart on this one. I was in pain.
You can eat anything here. It doesn't mean that you're going to survive.
Right. Says the guy that
Yeah,
ate
they're
the bad
pretty
potatoes.
poisonous.
Yeah.
They're pretty poisonous. As poisonous as bad potatoes.
Well, yeah, they are poisonous creatures.
Yeah, so
Venomous? Poisonous?
Yeah, venomous, I would say.
They
Venomous
inject venom.
if they bite.
Yeah.
They sting with the tail.
Well, venom. So poisonous things are if you ingest them, and venomous things, like
Injected.
So wyverns are venomous, but the meat is probably also poisonous.
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you we would learn words tonight.
Yeah.
Witcher vocabulary. But no, Lauren is absolutely right. It's like, oh crap, what's the difference? And they're like, I was like, that's why you can eat snakes, but not like tree frogs.
frogs are poisonous, snakes are venomous. Woo!
So,
Never eat a frog.
It's wrong in the D&D book too.
on that note,
Yeah,
you head
fuck
down,
that.
back down onto the main hall,
I haven't
where
read the Witcher book to see if they get it wrong.
I don't think they have any, like poisonous
Poison it or
something, Yeah.
Venomous things.
because it's just like, oh, it's this thing, and then it has a chance to poison you.
You hear that,
You-
Cody Pondsmith? We're coming
Huh?
for you.
I'm gonna check your science.
We're gonna check your science.
So
Don't insult the developers, please.
It's
I'm
not
not
an
insulting
insult.
them. I'm just checking their science.
Yeah.
No.
Everyone's wrong on their science anyway. But all that to say, speaking of wrong on science, as you make your way down to the main hall, there sits at the edge of a long table Joanna and Philippa. And they are both in, just doing small talk, waiting for you to arrive. Oh my, we have raiders, Philippa says. Hello, raiders. Hi.
Oh,
Oh,
hi.
It's a bunch of raiders from
Soul
Soul Bear.
Thank you for the raid.
Yeah, thank you for the raid. Welcome to The Witcher, where we learn the difference between venomous and poisonous, and also words. Tonight we
today's
were
word of the day is antepenultimate.
Yeah.
And penultimate.
Spell it with me. Antepenultimate. I think I must have. Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah. No,
You
I
have
think
to
I
say
think I
it
messed up.
over again at the end, or you're disqualified.
Ah, what? What do I need to say at the end?
Wait, is this not a spelling bee?
Oh, I thought it was.
So does that mean we don't? Oh, thank God. Because if we had to spell words correctly in order to hit our enemies, I would be dead so fast.
Today we're gonna spell the word Eilhart, as in Philippa Eilhart is here. So she gets up from her chair and looks at you and says, "Well, when Triss said that you would come and visit, I didn't think it would be that soon. You're kind of cutting my vacation time short."
Bartles, what are you gonna do?
Well, not so much, but I bring news about our mutual friend. The First. You probably remember who she is.
I'm sorry, we have so many friends. Which friend is she?
The First Sorceress.
Probably.
She
I'm gonna
whose
guess-
books you have stolen or
Oh.
retrieved.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about this game.
Well,
Here-
Baba Yaga was something that I came up with for the game anyway.
So she means Triss, right? Or
I didn't know Triss was the first sort. I didn't
No,
know
the
there was
first
a
sorceress is
hierarchy.
Baba Yaga.
Oh yeah, Baba Yaga. That's what I was thinking. Oh.
Something I made up for the game that's not in the Witcher canon.
Oh, well, then I'm just sorry. I just haven't been paying enough attention.
It's okay.
So,
I'm here on behalf, well, not on behalf, but to talk about,
Baba Yaga.
yeah, the First. You've made some powerful enemies. You've also made some powerful friends, and she points to herself.
Oh, are we friends now?
Well, I would like to think so, in a the enemy of my enemy is my friend type of way.
What do you have to offer us then, friend?
Well, I had been researching Baba Yaga for a while, and so was most of the lodge. Even Francesca was in on it.
Oh. I'm assuming I would know who because I did. Lauren didn't know. Who
Francesca
was.
Finn the Bear, Queen of the Elves.
Yeah, but like Ilona knows.
Ilona knows, absolutely.
Okay.
That your queen is also in on it.
Yeah.
But we couldn't, pierce its veil. We couldn't find who their agents were, what they did, what they were up to. And we only had rumors and legends. And, well, your actions have sort of kickstarted a series of events, if you will. And thanks to Triss's little pet, we found out a bit more about her, and then she, of course, found out about us. That's where I will need your help. And in exchange, well, I'll see what the Crown of Redania is willing to offer. I cannot offer a lot, and as far as material wealth is concerned, I don't have a crown to my name.
I do not think, with respect, that you have anything that you could give me that would entice me to fight those powers.
If you don't mind, Miss Eilhart, to make sure we are on the same page, what did Henselt tell you?
Henselt didn't tell me anything. Henselt is, well, from what Sheila was saying, dead.
Ah, good. Alright. Sorry, something of a...
Oh, precautions. One can never be too careful.
Tell me, Philippa,
Hmm?
how likely is it for her to return?
How likely it is that she will return? Very. Very likely. It's the when that we don't know.
Her followers are polymorphistic. They turn into crows.
Yes. We've known as such, except that we had never seen the crows for ourselves. You, on the other hand, seem to have made friend with them.
I haven't actually gotten this. I think the last time that we've seen them was near Triss's mansion back in Temeria. Haven't really encountered them ever since then. It's been...
No, they've left us quite alone, and I would appreciate it that way.
Well, maybe you've struck enough of a blow that the First Sorceress is willing to leave you alone for a time. But it seems like she's not willing to leave the North, nay the world, alone for long.
I see.
I cannot...
Is Dol Blathana in danger?
At some point it will.
Is it in danger now?
Do you know if the servants of Baba Yaga are in Dol Blathana? Because I
What
don't...
has your queen told me? What has my queen told you?
Nothing. Francesca and I aren't on speaking terms right now.
Then you really have nothing to offer me.
Can I just do a quick human perception check about what she means by not really on speaking terms?
Sure.
Would I know?
I mean, those are events that I came up with for the game, so it's not something that, like, canon-wise, someone that has lived...
but as a resident.
As a resident of Dol Blathana, probably not. We're talking about interpersonal spat.
I'm gonna burn a luck point just to make it an even 15.
All right. Let me roll for that real quick. She is a complete and utter mystery. However, from what you can glean, it's probably something very personal. Nothing in the way of international politics or anything. Like, it's not about to spark a war because two sorceresses fought with one another.
Your lover's spat aside, perhaps you should reach out to her.
Of what, sorry?
Your lover's spat aside.
She
You
is
should reach out.
not my lover. Just because two beautiful women end up working together does not mean that they sleep together.
She seems like she's in denial, Adric.
Clearly, you're not doing it right then, darling.
I don't. I've met a few elves, and they seem to attract people to them. So, besides, either way, is there anything that could be worse than a lover's spat between two sorceresses?
Maybe a sorcerer and a witcher.
I am not going. I am not going there with witchers. I mean, as long as they leave your bed the next morning, then I'm okay.
Either way. Tell me, Philippa, what does the world look like if Baba Yaga returns?
Well, the first thing she'll probably do is off all the sorceresses, then the mages, then establish herself as the one true sorceress queen. Probably, from what Triss has told me of your adventures, she seeks to establish a sort of dominance in the north. She'll be willing to, I don't know, kill and murder or bribe her way into power and destabilize the north. Nilfgaard is going to come at us like the vulture they are, and she looks at Kahir. And they'll take the north with one fell swoop, leaving people to either live, under Baba Yaga's rule or under the Hedgehog's rule. Either way, it doesn't bode well for anyone.
Kahir just squints at her.
I think I've heard quite enough. Kahir, would you like to join me outside?
Yes, I would. And he turns on his heels and just walks away.
Yeah, no one leaves.
Should I join you outside, or is this a private?
Depends on whether or not you would like to be insulted by this young woman.
I've been nothing but nice to you.
Kahir clears his throat.
Fine.
Miss Eilhart, if few moments, and I'll leave with them.
I'm gonna stay here because I just want to know what kind. She's just gonna look over her and just goes. So what kind of trouble did you drag in here when you arrived at the keep?
Oh, that. Well, I certainly didn't do anything, but your friend, Baba Yaga, must have followed me. Or at least sensed that someone was moving away from her king for a time, and, yeah. I shouldn't be here, I shouldn't stay here, I should go back to Redania. But I needed to warn your school. You are the only, well, I'm not going to say popular, but most populous school of witchers. And if the world is going the way it's heading towards, well, we are going to need a lot of new witchers. The old farts in Kaer Morhen aren't going to be around much longer. The cat school doesn't exist, and Ymir all but eradicated the snake school. The bear school is almost completely broken, which leaves the griffins and the owls. And, well, luckily for you, I have a fondness for owls.
That seems very sweet.
Especially young and slender ones. I've told everything I had to tell to Joanna. If there's anything else, well, you can I'll stay here for until, well, maybe the rest of the day. But then I'm heading back to Redania.
That I can completely understand. Now I have to deal with the issue of Baba Yaga pissing out some of the nests in the area, which will probably be an issue for lack of food.
Well, I don't think it's her. I think it's someone who follows her.
And I guess I'll just have to deal with them. No one messes with my school and gets away with it, that's for sure.
Good. Good. If you can convince your two friends that it would be in the best interest of everyone involved if they were to help us against this cult, I would be very grateful. Otherwise, well, the sorceresses have always been on their own.
I'll do my best to convince them. In any other case, if it involves me, they'll follow me. They've been good companions to me so far.
Nice. Well, to you both, Joanna, I'll go back to my quarters. I have business to attend to. And she leaves. And you can't help but notice that she's a bit ticked off. Meanwhile, outside of the keep. Outside of the keep or just outside of the main hall?
Is it nice outside?
Yeah, it's not too windy. It's cool, but
There's snow on the ground.
yeah, there's a
I'm
few
go
inches of
outside.
snow, but you are what?
Oh yeah, we'll go outside then.
All right.
Kahir says something like, I don't know what it is about sorceresses, but I'm pretty sure they're all the same. Also, if they're all high and mighty and powerful, why are they always bossing people like us around?
Because that is what power is. I have to admit, I've never met my queen, but I wouldn't be surprised if she was similar. That's what rulers are. Despite the fact that she was incredibly rude to us,
Well,
I do not think it is a good idea for us to be dealing with this.
if I may, that Philippa's reputation precedes her. For her, she was rather polite. If half the stories are to be believed. But I am going to try and stop Baba Yaga. And I think Ari is going to go with me. At least that's the impression that I got. Ilona, you are far more fierce in battle than you give yourself credit for. And Kahir, well, given time, I think he might have actually tamed the wyvern. You are two staunch friends and allies. I would beg of your help. But I know your path is your own.
And as you're talking outside, the moon slowly rises. It is mid-afternoon, and a moon of an eerie green rises on the horizon.
Ilona will take Kahir's hand.
Do I see this as I'm trying to find my friends and my significant other?
As you come outside, yeah.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
Not
What?
good at all.
Would I know if that's not a good sign? Like, at
It's the
all?
first time it ever happened in the world.
So yes.
Oh!
Do with it that as you will. But that's where we're gonna end for tonight.
Oh!
With Bad Moon Rising.
I see a bed.
Yep.
Exactly.
Don't
Right
come
in my
out
head
tonight.
at the exact same time.
About to take your life. The first 3 letters of my license plate on my car are CCR. So I always get them stuck in my head.
Nice. So let's go around the table, outro ourselves, who we are, where we can find you, and let's start with Alona tonight.
It's bound to take your life. There's about one of the first songs I learned to play on the guitar, actually.
Oh.
You can play
Maybe
the
I'll-
guitar.
I mean, yeah. It's not out yet.
Lauren,
Maybe I'll learn
we
it.
should make a band.
We should.
We should make a band.
Let's make a band. All right.
Sing just geeky songs.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I am jail_nice_girl on Twitter. I am. This was great. This was so good. I don't know if we played The Witcher right, but this was great.
If you had fun, then we did.
I think
Got spooched!
yeah.
It's gonna hurt so bad when we all die.
No, it's been fine.
Explode.
Yeah. I had a really good time. I really love you guys. I'm really glad you're back, Manny. I'm glad the gang's back together. Yeah. And you can check my Twitter. It has a pinned tweet with all of the streams that I'm on. I'm Starving Soubrette on Twitch. On, I think probably Sunday afternoon or evening, I'm going to stream a solo RPG on my channel, twitch.tv/Starving Soubrette. We're going to play Steading by Anna Landine, and it's going to be a very good time. I also make games. You can check starvingsoubrette.itch.io. I have 2 games. One is a very sad game about writing letters to people and saying the things you can't say to them. And one is about using your spell components in all the wrong ways. So definitely check those out.
Wait, you're the one that made the spell component game?
Yeah, Bag of Tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. It's one of them, like, I have to play it. I saw it the other day, and I was like, I need to play this game.
Yeah, that's me. I wrote it.
Well, dang.
I need to play test it some more, so, let's talk.
We can, definitely. Right next to Alona is her in-game SO now? Question mark?
I mean, we're in love now, I guess.
I mean, you sang for 2 days for a present, so
I mean, that's practically getting married in The Witcher.
I guess, yeah. Here. How are
Hi,
you
everybody.
working for you?
I'm doing okay. This was a lot of fun. I needed something after the last 2 weeks, and this hit all the right notes. It was cool. I got to ride on a wyvern and be absolutely useless during that fight. But that was real fun. Hi, everybody. Bye, everybody. I'm Steven. You can find me on Twitter at wolfwizard_, where I just tweet about random things, most of them probably RPG related. Also, my pinned tweet there has a link to my game, The Deep Dark. It's a dungeon delving game about helping your friends and keeping your promises. It's powered by the Apocalypse meets OSR. So if you're interested in that, you can check it out. I'm also on a podcast called Tabled Hearts. It's a Monster Hearts 2 podcast that you can check out at off-thetable.com.
And moving on downwards to our special secret guest.
Hi,
Manny!
I'm Manny, aka Bag of Snails, and this is the only stream that I'm on right now. I went on hiatus a couple months ago for health, and things are looking up. So I'll be back with The Witcher while it's streaming. And if you go to @BagofSnails at Twitch, you can look at me tweet about working out and the book that I'm writing. Which is about a hapless, boring office worker who falls in love with a hive mind collective that wants to take over Earth.
That's very cool.
Yep.
I want to read it now.
Yeah, that sounds great.
And last but not least, Ariella.
Hi guys. Also, of course, is really mad at you, Manny. But hi everybody. Bye everybody. My name is Jillian. I'm known as G4 Gaming X on Twitter, and I'm known as G4 Gaming 1 on Twitch. I sometimes do PS4 variety streams, which are super cool. And you can also find me on the RPG Lab on Tuesdays for our all-female cast Inquisition game. And that's really it. I don't have anything else. But just I need more games to play, really.
Well, you've heard it. If you are looking for a player, Jillian is available.
Yeah.
I'm Simon at Wondering DM. Anyway, this is my channel. You know where to find me. The schedule for the next season of shows is going to be up next week. So check that out. We are going to come back next week for our season. And for now, finale. As the group will deal with whatever happens when a green moon rises. Thanks everyone for coming. Thanks for hanging out in chat. Thanks for all the fun. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
You
I forgot to raid. So let's do that right now.
Woo! Who we gonna raid?
Because I keep forgetting to do it. Let's check out who's free at the moment.
Who's free?
Our good friends at Scraticus.
Yay!
Yay,
Scrat!
Scrat is
Wait a
streaming at the moment and is an awesome person and an awesome channel. So if you are interested in watching some more TTRPG, let's just hop over onto Scratch's channel and our raid cry will be smooches, because I think it's appropriate. Smooches.
I don't have any smooches, so I'm just gonna dab.
Alright, well, see you next week, everyone.
Bye!